Hey everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming. Today we're going to do a little side-by-side comparison of columns. We're going to start here with the Master System version. Just going to go one playthrough of each and just sort of talk about the similarities and differences throughout. Here we're going to start on the original. Just going to go normal difficulty and everything. You can see our 5 gems up here. One nice thing about the Master System version is you could actually change the style of blocks you had. You got your blocks there, you got your playing card shapes with an added green star thrown in, dice there, and if you go up to hard you get the full D6 array. Easy just takes you to 4. Fruit, that was always the one my dad used when he played because it was the easiest for him to see on the screen. But we're going to stick with the default jewels here and just play a normal difficulty game starting at level 0 and play till we're eliminated. So if you've never seen columns before, it's a simple enough game. It's your typical match 3. Something like, a Bejeweled or something would be right up this alley. Perhaps Candy Crush, I guess, would be another one similar to that. The Master System also had a flash version, which had a little flashing gem at the bottom. And you go ahead and just try and, yeah, messed up on that one, didn't I? That's okay, I redeemed myself there. But you try to get down to the flashing gem as quickly as possible. Puzzle games like this should be very zen and relaxing, but for me they never really were. Right now this seems ridiculously easy, and it is. It's level 0, but like all puzzlers of this type, you eliminate enough blocks and you're going to level up. And one thing you will notice is, especially after level 3, the level ups here are on a really steep curve. See, you've already got a noticeable increase in speed. Nothing too dire, still very manageable. But we are moving far more smoothly through the empty space than we were. Not really hitting any good combos so far, I was gonna say not the most exciting round, but it's columns. What exactly is exciting? Just having a little fun with that. I really do enjoy this game. My son does. In fact, that's actually why I'm doing this game. I mentioned I was doing a retro upload today, and the first word out of his mouth, columns. Wasn't really sure about doing it, but he kept insisting, and, well, it's Christmas time. I can't say no. So here we are playing a little columns. Up to level 2. Things are setting up pretty well here. Screen's filling up a bit, but we've got a lot of possibilities. There's a nice combo. Gonna get those 2 blue there, set up the 2 green. Once you know it, green gem on the very next pull. You'll notice I'm pressing down here to get things going a little quicker. Guarantee you here in a couple levels I will not be doing that in the least. There we go. Okay, I'm not mad about that. Kinda mad about that. I kinda messed myself over there. There we go. Decent shot there. There's a nice combo, and that should open the yellows up. Go ahead and get those both down there. Oh yeah, space opening up all over the place here. Level 4, and now it's starting to get serious as far as that speed goes. You know, before I was able to just sort of casually lean back, just watch the gems as they fell. Now I'm finding myself just glued to that next spot in the upper left corner there, seeing what's coming, seeing what I could do with it real quick. Basically, I'm preparing to overthink is what I'm doing. At some point here, I'm going to make a mistake, as is my MO in games like this. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the time and probably get myself finished off trying to correct that mistake. My main goal actually is to see if the magic gem is in this one. I know it exists in this version of the game. I'm just not sure at what point it'll drop. See, now there, I separated those yellows for no real good reason. Okay, got through that. There we go. Okay, see, there's the magic gem, and it's going to take out every one of the color it lands on. Level 6 at this point. It should be noted that the Master System version of the game caps at level 9. Hit a couple nice combos there. Almost made it look like I know what I'm doing here. Yeah, you can probably tell by the silence that I'm really uncomfortable by level 8. This is to the point where it's, you know, squarely not fun for me anymore. Things are just falling, and I'm just kind of throwing them in places at this point. Like, any eliminations that are made from this point on are just dumb luck. Emphasis on dumb. And that's game over. So we're going to take a pause here. See, I only got to level 8. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Genesis version. And we are back with the Genesis version here. Let's go ahead into the arcade. This was another big difference. There's a single player mode as well. We started level 0 last time, so we'll start level 0 this time. This is the mode I prefer playing, though, the side-by-side arcade. Normally my son would be joining me here on this. As you could see, the jewels much bigger, much more refined. Just a beautiful looking game. I remember we got a Genesis very late in the console's life, late 90s by the time we finally got one. And one of the first things we picked up in a used game store was the old Genesis 6-pack, and Columns was on there, and instantly I sort of rolled my eyes because I still had the memory of the Master System version, which I enjoyed playing, but I'm not going to say was my absolute favorite by any means. And then I saw the Genesis version and how much bigger it was and how much bolder the colors were. I'm not going to say this was the thing that made me fall in love with 16-bit by any means, but I did grow to appreciate this version of Columns a great deal more, and I will say it feels a good deal easier too. Now that I said that, watch me go ahead and mess the bed here and not get anywhere near the score I got on the Master System version. Single player easy, you could literally just play forever as long as you don't, make a huge mistake. You could see it's giving us little pointers. You could turn those off. I generally don't sweat them one way or the other. It's not like I'm using them that much, if you could tell. Most of the time, if you can't see the matches at this size, you're kinda in trouble. Useful though, like for when my son was learning the game, it was there and it was helpful to him. Also because he's almost as overcompetitive as I am at times, and he would sit there and get mad if he saw me doing well. He learned real quick you could get a points boost by starting at the higher difficulties, but that doesn't really help you too much in the long term. End up dying in 10 seconds flat, but he was proud of his score. Keeping going here. I feel like this scores more generously than the Master System version as well. But not if you keep making plays like that. Gonna see if I can get that orange out of there, combo the green. There we go. Great thing about lower levels, they're very forgiving. Playing with my headphones on for this playthrough, it's a little jarring hearing the sometimes inconsistent left-right stereo going off. But that's just me. I'm still used to, getting set up on a big old box TV. It's one in the spare bedroom of my grandparents, and I would always set up the Master System there when I would go visit. End up being my little, retreat. Closest I've ever got to an office, let's put it that way. Wow, yeah, I'm not playing well at all this time. Gotta start getting some of these down. Weird, it seems to have slowed down a little there. I did notice that too, just random slowdowns on the Genesis version. That'll help a little. help a little bit more. Not gonna lie, I could really use one of those magic gems if it's coming. Ugh. Level 8. What do you know? So that is columns. Let's go ahead and put the old initials in here, not that it's gonna save, but we'll do the old grumpy old guy here. Always hated how they gave you a countdown to put in your initials. Like, does everything have to be stressful here? But yeah, there you go. Columns. Master System versus the Genesis. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk to you next time.